Are you the kind of person that has an okay day, or are you the kind of person that has an amazing day?
This is Soraya Altana. I'm a life designer, and you have the power to change in an instant.
So what is the difference between the first and the second group? Well, it has to do with your habits of how you start a day. You can start a day in the first group, which is the first thing that we usually do is we grab this device and we're browsing and seeing whether it's the news, whether it's somebody liking our comments or not, or checking out whatever it is so that we can gauge how we're going to feel. And the problem with that is that you're living up to certain things in the outside to determine how you're going to feel. Whether it's the economy, whether it's the news, whether it's the pandemic, whether it's things that are outside of your control. And that's not necessarily the best way to start the day, is it? So the difference is that the second group starts the day very differently. And I want to share with you some things that you can do to do that, because that's what the second group does. They prime their day, they prepare their day, and you can do that and have an amazingly fulfilling day. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on what you can do. The first one is to do when you first wake up, is that when you are in that wee hours of the morning, when you first open your eyes, you're still vibing at a different frequency, and your mind is still coming back to your whole consciousness, right? In that very moment, what I'm going to invite you to do is to grab a notebook and journal, or start with creative ideas. Simply let your mind flow freely for a few minutes or a few pages, whatever you choose to gauge it. You can set a timer, or you can simply say, you know what, I'm going to write 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages of free flow, and I'm going to either draw, I'm going to doodle, I'm going to squiggle, I am going to simply let my mind create. I'm going to be free to create and write whatever, because it's in those times when you take time to be, that to stay with yourself, to be, it's during those times that what happens is that you allow for creativity to flow, and you get some ideas that otherwise you wouldn't. So valuable and so precious this time. That's the first thing. The second thing is that for you to connect with God, connect with your Creator, because just the way that we charge our phones, and we wouldn't even dare in the 21st century to move around with our phones with no energy, then same thing happens with us. How do you move around when you don't have energy, when you're not plugged, when you didn't come to source, and you're so charged and you're so happy and you're so enjoyed? Because what happens when you come and connect with God is you let go of all the things that are not serving you. You let go of the mishaps and the miscommunications and the sourness and the bitterness and the worry and the anxiety. These are things that you can do. You can exchange them for the power that God gives you to live an amazing day. So that's my recommendation number 2, connect with God. And number 3 is create an amazing day, because it doesn't happen by accident. You don't live by a big bang. Boom, today your day was just awesome because it was. No, it happens by creation. It happens when you are so clear and so committed to saying, you know what, this is how I roll. This is how I do things, and I am going to take charge of my own life. It doesn't happen just by chance. So what you want to do is say, you know what, today I am determined, I am intentional, I am purposeful about having an amazingly fulfilling day. And I'm going to give you a tip that I do constantly. And it is a question that I ask myself. Why? Because your mind is an answering machine, and all the questions that you ask is going to give you an answer. So here's a question. You want to hear the question? Well, post it in the comments. Yes, Soraya, I want to hear the question. Here's a question. Is, why is today going to be amazing? Sometimes I ask, why is today going to be amazingly productive? And the point is that you're asking a question above the line that juices you, that excites you, that gets your juices running and moving, and then you can answer it. Well, because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Because I am going to prepare such a great content for my clients, because I am going to connect with my mom, because I am going to connect with somebody that needs to hear from me, because I am going to prepare X and Y, because today I am going to push the envelope, because today I am taking a quantum leap to get to my dreams, because today I'm signing up for X, Y, or Z. because today I'm going to make it unforgettable. See, it happens by design, not by chance. The news is not going to give it to you. Listening to only that or checking out, just browsing through, you might end up watching something that is so beneficial. You still need to take action, right? So all of this happens by you taking action, by you being intentional, by you being committed to having an amazing day. And that's how you have an amazing day. So you can start your day by by going south and being okay and expecting things to happen and just seeing how the day flows. Or you can make it by purpose, by intention, and say, you know what? I am going to take the reins of my own life. I am going to dictate. I'm not going to let outside circumstances dictate how I'm going to feel today. I am in control. I am in charge. And I am the one that writes every chapter of every day in my own life, right? So this is Soraya, and I am going to invite you that if you want to elevate your life, that you click on this link below, because I have a program that does that for you, and it really elevates you and gets you unstuck from whatever you are, and it invites you and gives you the tools so that you can have amazing days to come. So you can click on that, or share, like, and comment what are some other topics that you'd like me to talk about, and I'll talk about those. Okay? Well, I am wishing you to have an amazingly fulfilling day, and I will see you on our next episode. Ciao, ciao.
You have the power to change in an instant.